One of coaster enthusiasts' favorite thing to make fun of are the GP. These are the general public that really don't know what they're doing in a theme park, but they just go to ride some rides and have fun. This is who theme parks are designed for, and this is who mostly you're gonna meet when you're at a theme park. I'd say like 19 out of 20 people, or 95% of the people at a theme park will be GP, and only like 1 out of 20 of them, or 5%, will be enthusiasts, and even that is a generous number. Enthusiasts make up such a small portion of the people that go to theme parks, which is something that we often forget. Today I want to teach you guys about something I like to call the GP balance. This is a term I'm going to start using from now on in my videos, where it's referring to the balance of GP to enthusiasts from a park's business perspective. Enthusiasts forget that although we love parks and go out to new rides and events and blase blase, parks don't really care about us. They'll throw their enthusiast event once a year, but for the vast majority of the time, they really could not give less of a shit about enthusiasts. And that's for a couple of reasons. First of all, like I said, we go to everything. They don't really even need to market to us. We literally just go anyways. These YouTube videos online and online forums and discussions, they are literally free marketing for them. If Coaster Studio says he really likes Velocicoaster, then every enthusiast and their mom is going to go to Expedia to look at flight tickets. Parks don't need to pay us attention because we basically already said to them, take our money. But a lot of enthusiasts confuse our take our money with take our money, now you listen to us, because that's not the case. Here's the thing, our money is but a fraction of what GP are playing, because not only do the GP outnumber us, like I said, 20-1, but they also end up paying more per party. There are videos on YouTube channels like my own about how to save money at theme parks, and chances are if you are watching this, you've probably watched that or you've seen it in your recommended. If you haven't watched it, then go watch it. It's actually one of my best vids on the channel, and there's some pretty good tips in there. Another good one is the theme park lines video. It kind of follows the same format, whatever. A lot of shameless plugging here. All right, back to this video. The reason GP spend more money per party is because, yes, like I said, enthusiasts know what they're doing with saving money because of videos, but also because these GP are usually families or school trips or just big groups. These are clients that are way more likely to spend way more money in a park, because while enthusiasts are penny pinching with season passes, bringing your own food, or dining plans, GP are balling out or going home with paid fast passes, 3 meals a day, staying at on-site hotels. You know, the profit margins with them are just huge, but enthusiasts are too smart, so parks don't really cater to them. But here's the thing, enthusiasts often act like they deserve something from parks. To be honest, the parks could just completely ignore us and it wouldn't even make a dent in their profits. People asking for a coaster from a park that isn't GP oriented, or at least GP friendly, are just out of their minds. That's like if a movie theater only let film nerds into the theater. Like, no, duh, they're just gonna let everyone in, because 9 times out of 9, the film nerd is gonna be the one sitting there being like, I don't need popcorn, I just want to enjoy the movie, and they got their ticket from some discounted secondhand source or something, but the vast majority of people going to the movie are just going to enjoy it for 2 hours, splurging with popcorn and candy and soda. And because of that, movie theaters play movies that appeal to those audiences, big flashy Hollywood blockbusters with crazy CGI that interconnect in some larger universe. Same thing with theme parks. That was kind of a bad analogy, but you sort of get what I mean, right? Parks want to build stuff that satisfy the masses, and this is something that a lot of enthusiasts just don't get, or maybe they do, but just ignore. A good example of this is dive coasters. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people complain about dive coasters. I mean, even I've done it. Yes, they're very similar, and yes, sometimes a little boring. They're not boring. It's a freaking roller coaster. It's not boring. And while at least I will admit that they are similar, these are just damn fun rides, and the GP would agree. The GP are intimidated by them, but then they go on them and love them, and then they get back in line for round 2. These are some of the most popular rides in the park for a reason. If you stop looking at them for their forces or restraints, or I've said this so many times before, they become really fun rides. And if you look at that in the context of the park, that's a good investment. Don't look at them as similar to one another, because yes, well, they are. Most people aren't taking 5 park road trips in less than a week. The GP like them, and deep down, you know you do too, so just give them a break. Parks make bank, everyone likes a ride, and it's a cool looking, intimidating ride that every park needs. I think coasters that strike the GP balance the best are B&M Hypers. Both enthusiasts and GP love these things. I think this is for one major reason. GP eat up floater airtime for breakfast, and so do enthusiasts. I mean, any ride that focuses on floater airtime, sorry, something got stuck in my throat. Anyways, I was saying any ride that focuses on floater airtime is going to be a home run, because it hits the GP balance perfectly. This is exactly why Skyrush was a flop, because it doesn't hit the balance. This ride is just pure ejector all the way. There's no time to breathe, no time to process what's going on. Just element after element after element, bam, bam, bam. And while that's great for enthusiasts, that's not an idea that GP can really get bored on. The ride, brilliant and all, is a flop. Same with I-305 and a lot of the other super intense Intamins. Nitro always has a longer line than El Toro. Millie is always longer than Maverick, and Candemonium is always longer than Skyrush. It's just how it works. That's why I'm always a little skeptical when a park announces a super intense coaster, because I'm like, is that really what you needed now? Like, is that really gonna bring in the crowds, or did you just want to have a cool looking ride? Wouldn't you be better off with a nice old B&M, or, you know, S&S or a GCI? I think that's how B&M has their whole business model. They just make fun, reliable rides that bring the GP in, and sometimes enthusiasts, but mostly the GP. And you know what? I think it proves that that works. The way that they're able to thrive off of the GP as arguably the most popular manufacturer shows that this GP balance model works. Parks go to other manufacturers like Intamin or RMC if they want a showstopper, something that'll make the GP keep coming back. The B&Ms will get them there, but it's the Intamins that make them stay. I mean, look at Cedar Point. Yeah, people love GP rides like Valraven, Gatekeeper, and Millie, but rides like Steve, Dragster, and Maverick are what get people coming back. And these are rides that hit the GP balance really well, except Maverick. I don't know why that is so popular. I mean, it's a great ride, but I just didn't think the GP would like it as much as they do. It just doesn't seem like their type of ride. But if we're gonna be honest, most of the rest of the lineup at Cedar Point are GP rides. Raptor, Ruru, all the Arrows except maybe Magnum, Blue Streak, and Wicked Twister. There are a lot of factors that make something a GP ride, and one of the biggest ones is appearance. The weirder or scarier a coaster looks, the better. So the freaking skateboard ramp of a coaster that is Wicked Twister gets a plus. Gatekeeper is weird, sitting on the sides, and Valraven has that 90-degree straight down drop, so those all get passes too. Millie's just massive, and Gemini has that cool racing aspect. Another factor is the stats. The bigger, the better. You also can't have it too intense. Enthusiasts are weird. If a coaster exhausts us, we tend to like it more, hence I-305 and sometimes Skyrush being rated so highly. But the GP, like normal people, don't want to get off a coaster drained, so the intensity level must also be managed. I also noticed that GP like Airtime a lot more than inversions. I mean, inversions are better for marketing and stuff, but when it comes to what they're actually going to re-ride, because that's where the lines actually come from, normally it's Airtime-centric rides. And putting these all together, you have the B&M Hyper, like I said before. B&M Hypers have the intimidation factor, they have muchos fuller airtime, they're re-rideable, blase blase. You already know the B&M Hypers are GP crowd pleasers, and they hit the GP balance down to a T. I don't know, I just want to make this video to talk about this because I feel like a lot of enthusiasts have started to gain a reputation as snobs, and a lot of the time it's because we are. So I want to make this video for all the dive coaster haters and the anti-Orioners, because I'm going to be honest guys, parks don't care about you. Thanks for watching.